You think you know World War II? Think again. These aren't just war movies. They're the closest thing to time travel, handpicked by real historians. From brutal realism to untold heroics, get ready for 10 World War II films that show the war like never before. Memphis Belle, 1990. A gripping retelling of the real-life final mission of the B-17 bomber crew. Memphis Belle puts you right inside the belly of a war machine soaring over Nazi-occupied Europe. These weren't hardened warriors, just young American boys facing death in the sky. With every flak explosion and enemy fighter attack, the pressure builds. But it's the human side that hits hardest. The quiet prayers, nervous laughter, and unshakable brotherhood among the crew. Historians love this film for its raw realism and emotional punch. It doesn't glorify war. It honors the men who had no choice but to survive it. If you want to feel what it was like to fly into hell and come out alive, this is the one to watch. Das Boot, 1981. Das Boot is not just a war film. It's a claustrophobic, nerve-wracking descent into the steel belly of a German U-boat during World War II. Directed with chilling precision, it follows a crew trapped under the crushing weight of the Atlantic Ocean, hunted day and night by Allied destroyers. The film paints a hauntingly realistic picture of life aboard a submarine. Sweat-drenched tension, unbearable silence, and sudden chaos when depth charges explode around them. There are no heroes here, just men, young, scared, and desperate to survive in a war that's slowly breaking them. Historians praise Das Boot for its technical accuracy and emotional authenticity, capturing the psychological toll of underwater warfare. It's slow-burning, intense, and unforgettable. If you want to understand the fear, pressure, and madness that lived beneath the waves, Das Boot takes you there, and doesn't let you breathe until the credits roll. Downfall, 2004. Downfall dives deep into the final crumbling days of the Third Reich, through the eyes of those trapped inside Hitler's Berlin bunker. It's not just a war movie, it's a psychological portrait of collapse, denial, and blind loyalty. Swiss actor Bruno Ganz delivers a haunting performance as Adolf Hitler, showing a dictator unraveling as Soviet forces close in on the city. Historians often recommend Downfall for its unflinching accuracy and its willingness to depict the chaos, fear, and moral decay of the Nazi inner circle. You witness desperate last-minute orders, betrayals, and chillingly calm conversations about mass suicide. But it also gives voice to those caught in the madness, especially Hitler's young secretary, whose innocence fades as the walls come down. Downfall doesn't ask for sympathy. It demands reflection. It shows the terrifying consequences of fanaticism and delusion in power. This is one of the most historically grounded and emotionally jarring World War II films ever made. Unbroken, 2014. Unbroken tells the astonishing true story of Louis Zamperini, a former Olympic athlete turned World War II airman who survives the unimaginable. After his bomber crashes into the Pacific, Zamperini endures 47 days adrift at sea, only to be captured and brutalized in a Japanese POW camp. Directed by Angelina Jolie, the film captures not only the physical torment, but the inner strength of a man who simply refuses to give up. Historians admire Unbroken for its faithful depiction of resilience under torture, starvation, and emotional trauma. Zamperini's journey isn't about battlefield glory. It's about personal survival, mental endurance, and the power of spirit over circumstance. The scenes at sea are haunting, and the prison camp is depicted with raw, uncomfortable realism. What makes the story so powerful is its message. Even in the darkest corners of war, humanity and hope can survive. Unbroken is more than a war film. It's a portrait of grit, forgiveness, and the kind of courage that doesn't come with a weapon, but with unshakable will. The Longest Day, 1962. The Longest Day is a classic epic that plunges you into the chaos and courage of D-Day, June 6, 1944, the pivotal Allied invasion of Nazi-occupied France. Shot with a sprawling international cast and meticulous detail, the film captures the harrowing bravery of soldiers from both sides as they storm the beaches of Normandy. Unlike many war movies, it doesn't focus on a single hero, but shows the vast scale of the operation through multiple perspectives: American, British, French, and German. Historians praise The Longest Day for its accuracy and its ability to convey the tension and confusion of battle without romanticizing it. From the airborne drops to the bloody beach assaults, every moment pulses with danger and determination. This film is a gripping reminder of the human cost and strategic genius behind one of history's most important military operations. If you want to experience D-Day's intensity as if you were there, The Longest Day stands as the ultimate cinematic tribute. Patton, 1970. Patton is a bold and riveting portrayal of one of World War II's most controversial and charismatic generals, George S. Patton. The film opens with his famous speech, full of raw confidence and sharp wit, revealing a man as complex as the battles he commanded. It dives into Patton's leadership on the European front, highlighting his brilliance in tank warfare and his unyielding drive for victory. Historians admire Patton not just for its military accuracy, but for showing the flaws behind the legend, his stubbornness, impulsiveness, and clashes with allies. George C. Scott's Oscar-winning performance makes Patton feel larger than life, embodying the fiery spirit of a man who inspired troops, but also sparked controversy. This film isn't just about battles and strategy. It's a deep dive into the psyche of a warrior shaped by pride, patriotism, and a relentless pursuit of glory. Patton stands as a powerful character study and a classic war epic that continues to resonate. Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Saving Private Ryan is widely hailed as one of the most realistic and harrowing depictions of World War II ever put on screen. Opening with the brutal, heart-stopping Omaha Beach invasion, Steven Spielberg's masterpiece plunges you right into the chaos, fear, and bloodshed of D-Day. The film follows a small squad led by Captain Miller, sent behind enemy lines to find and bring home Private James Ryan, whose brothers have all been killed in action. What makes Saving Private Ryan stand out, and why historians recommend it, is its unflinching portrayal of the horrors of war. No sugarcoating, just raw emotion and relentless action. The characters aren't just soldiers. They're men grappling with fear, loss, and duty. The film honors the sacrifices made while questioning the cost of war and the meaning of heroism. If you want a visceral, unforgettable look at the price paid for freedom, Saving Private Ryan remains the definitive World War II war film. Oppenheimer, 2023. Oppenheimer takes you inside one of the most groundbreaking and terrifying chapters of World War II, the creation of the atomic bomb. Directed by Christopher Nolan, the film focuses on J. Robert Oppenheimer, the brilliant but conflicted physicist who led the Manhattan Project. It's not a typical war movie with battles and explosions. Instead, it's a tense psychological drama about the moral dilemmas behind scientific discovery during wartime. Historians recommend Oppenheimer for its meticulous attention to historical detail and its powerful exploration of the consequences of unleashing nuclear power. The film captures the race against time, the ethical battles within the project, and the haunting aftermath that changed the world forever. With gripping performances and Nolan's signature storytelling, Oppenheimer challenges viewers to consider the true cost of victory and the shadow that still looms over humanity. Dunkirk, 2017. Dunkirk is a tense, immersive experience that captures the desperate evacuation of Allied soldiers trapped on the beaches of France in 1940. Christopher Nolan's masterful direction puts you in the middle of chaos, where time, tide, and survival are against thousands of men waiting for rescue. Told from three interwoven perspectives, land, sea, and air, the film conveys the immense scale and raw emotion of the operation without relying on traditional war movie dialogue. Historians praise Dunkirk for its realistic portrayal of fear, heroism, and the unpredictability of war. The pounding score, minimal dialogue, and breathtaking visuals create a gripping atmosphere that keeps you on edge. It's not just about battles, but about the human will to live against impossible odds. If you want to feel the intensity and sheer urgency of one of WWII's most remarkable rescues, Dunkirk delivers in every frame.